binary relation or relation, simply relations. Now let's see a very simple thing. Suppose you are here, and this is you, and this is your brother, you, your brother, whatever. Then this is your father, your mother, your sister, then your aunt, your aunts. See, you are related to so many of them. You are so many of them you are related to. This is your sister, aunts and uncles. You have your uncles also here in this group, in this set. This is your, this is the thing. Let me redraw the picture for you. Let me redraw the picture for you. See, this is the way. See, this is one set, this is the other set. This is the set A, this is the set B. You are supposed here. You are supposed here. So your father is here, your mother is here, your sister is here, your aunt, your uncle, whatever relations you have. See, they are all your relation. They are, you got a relation with all of them. All of them you got a relation. See, but your friend may not be your friend. This is your friend. This is left empty. They, your friends, your father is not your friend's father. Your mother is not your friend's this way. So some elements are left. Your sister may be your friend's, may consider him as a sister. Your aunt may consider, your friend may consider your aunt as your aunt, and your friend may consider your uncle as an uncle. That's a different story. This may be possible. This may be possible. So what is my way of so see these are the elements of a set. Let me take first. Let me take two elements, A dot B. I have two elements. Let me have another set B in which you have got C and D. A relation is defined as A cross B, which is nothing but A A to C one, A to D another, then B to C another possibility, B to D. This is another possibility. But remember, B cross A is just the opposite of this. C, A, you have to now go in this direction. C, A, change the XY coordinate. This is the X and the Y coordinate. Now this will become the Y and the X coordinate. Just change the coordinates. मतलब तुम्हारे पास ये दो एलिमेंट्स है, एक और एक, ये दो एलिमेंट्स है. पहले A C के साथ, फिर A D के साथ, फिर B C के साथ, फिर B D के साथ. अब जब B क्रॉस A लोगे, then C A के साथ जाएगा, D will go with B, D will go with A, and that is D A के साथ गया. फिर अब चलो C A के साथ चला गया, C B के साथ, और इसमें सबके बीच में कॉमास आएगा, yes. और एक और होगा your the C with A C with B and then D with B. So this is a relation. Remember, A cross B is never equal to B cross A. Only if, तो A cross B कभी भी B cross A के बराबर नहीं होता है. So let's rub this things for your understanding. Now the thing is this. If you have A is suppose 1, 2, 3, and I write A cross A, C. Just write A cross A, that is 1, 2, 3, cross 1. Do not write multiply, this is cross 2, 3, 2, 3 it is. And now you have this as 1, 1, 1, 2, ये ऐसे मिलेगा 1, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, and then you have, इसके बाद आएगा, sorry, इसके बाद आएगा, sorry, this is comma, उसके बाद आएगा 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. This will come. I hope you understood this, and then you will close the whole thing with curly bracket. So A cross A, both sides is same. This is the thing. This is a relation. Relation में एक चीज ध्यान रखना, अगर ये सेट है A और ये जो लेफ्ट, इसको बोलते हैं डोमेन. You call this domain, shortcut D, and you call this codomain, शॉर्टकट सी डी, शॉर्टकट सी डी. अब एक चीज देखो मैंने क्यों ये रिलेशन, व्हाई डिड आई टेक दिस रिलेशन. सी आई टोल्ड यू दैट एग्जांपल ऑफ योर यू एंड योर फ्रेंड. One element was mapped with so many guys, and he was mapped with maybe one, two, three guys. This is the way. Your father, your no, not your mother, your sister. Let us take your sister, your aunt, your uncle, your friend. This is you, and this is you, and this is your friend. Now it may be so be that it may be so that this set, this is the domain, and this is the codomain. Now I will write D and CD. D and CD. This is someone in your someone's you, and this is someone else whom you don't know in your set. In your set you don't know. It's else, else someone. Your father, mother, aunt, and uncle. So you are related to all of them, but this fellow is not related to any one of them. Try to understand these type of things. When these type of relations, this is a relation, not a function. I'll come to functions. Wait, why I did this I'll show you when I will tell you functions. मैंने ये क्यों किया है, ऐसा एग्जांपल लिया. तुम हो you, your friend. तुम्हारा फ्रेंड ने तुम्हारे सिस्टर को सिस्टर मान लिया, आंट को आंट बोलता है, अंकल को अंकल. तो तुम्हारा फादर तो उसका फादर नहीं है ना. ये फ्रेंड लिख देता हूँ मैं यहाँ पे, कंफ्यूजन जैसे ना रहे. फ्रेंड, ये फ्रेंड लिख देता हूँ. अब यहाँ पे क्या है, यहाँ पे तुम ही हो, यू, एंड यहाँ पे एल्स है, कोई दूसरा है इस सेट के अंदर. You are related to your father, mother, and but he is not. He's not mapped to any one of them. कोई भी इसका इनके साथ कोई भी ऐसा रिलेशन नहीं, कोई भी ऐसा रिलेशन नहीं है. तो अब क्या करना है, इसके करने का कारण है, मुझे ये बताने का कारण है. Wait, first let me finish all the types of relation, and then I'll come to these two pictures, and then make you understand that all functions are relation, but all relations are not functions. And when will relations become function? In a very diagrammatic manner. रिलेशंस, सारे रिलेशंस फंक्शंस नहीं होते हैं, सारे फंक्शंस रिलेशन जरूर होता है. उल्टा, लेट मी राइट डाउन एंड देन लेट मी राइट डाउन दिस. ऑल फंक्शंस आर रिलेशन. ऑल फंक्शंस आर रिलेशन. ये सबसे बड़ी बात है. बट ऑल रिलेशंस आर नॉट फंक्शन. बट ऑल relation are not function, functions. This is very important point, very important point. Now the thing is this, let's go into relations. We are now going into relation. I told you this is the topic of relation. Let me tell you relation, and then I'll come to this. And please keep these two pictures in your mind. These two pictures in your mind. I'll later on copy this for you, then I'll explain you. Now see one thing. I'll tell you domain of a relation and codomain of a relation. Let me write down. First give me an example. Example देने दो. Example है 1, 2, 3 and यहाँ पे ले रखा है मैंने ये B set है, codomain set है. I have taken 1, 2, 3 in that domain set, and I have taken B in as 4, 5, 6. Now see one thing. जो ये A क्रॉस B बनेगा, ये बनेगा 1, 2, 3 क्रॉस 4, 5, 6. अब इसको लिखोगे, यू विल राइट लाइक दिस 1, 4, 1, 2, sorry 1, 4, 1, 5, sorry 1, 5, sorry it's 5, and 1, 6. With 1 it is done. Now start with 2. अब 2 के साथ शुरू करो. 2, 4, 2, 5 and 2, 6. 2 is over. 2 खत्म हो चुका है. अब करो 3 से. 3 कॉमा लगाओ. 3, 4, 3, 5 and 3, 6. 3, 6. ये जो आगे वाला होता है ना सेट, the first one is called the domain. This is called domain of the relation. Domain of relation. Now in this case, this is called the codomain of relation. Codomain of the relation. Of the relation. Relation. This is called. So, if I want to write, let us now see this A cross B. So, domain of this is called R. It is written like this. Wait, let me write the R properly. This R is to be written somewhat like this way, this way. This R is to be written like this. The relation and the domain of this is the way you write this R. The domain of R of this R. See, I am turning it this way. This is not real number. This is not normal R. This is the way you write relation. Script R, something like that. This is A such that A comma B belongs to R. This R. Okay, the domain of R is A for all A comma B belonging to this, where A belongs to A. Right, A belongs to A. Now, range of R. Range of R is all those. See, the x coordinates, these x coordinates becomes the domain in this case. All the x coordinates. So, the range of R are all those B's where AB belong to R, and this B belongs to B, the set B. Now, for in this above example, the domain of this relation, domain of this R, domain of R is nothing but 1, 2, 3, and range of R is 4, 5 and 6. If in short I'm telling you. तो देखो एक चीज, जो तुम्हारा x कोऑर्डिनेट है वो बन जाता है डोमेन, जो y कोऑर्डिनेट है, ये जो y कोऑर्डिनेट्स हैं इस केस में बन जाएंगे रेंज। तो यहाँ पे जो रेंज आएगा वो 1 2 3 आएगा, सॉरी डोमेन जो आएगा 1 2 3 आएगा, रेंज आएगा 4 5 6। अब नाउ टेक द इनवर्स रिलेशन में करना क्या है, इसको R इनवर्स को ऐसे एक R इनवर्स लिखना है, कुछ नहीं है ये, this is nothing, this R inverse is nothing, but just do one thing. Earlier I wrote A cross B, isn't it? I wrote this as the first coordinate, sorry. This as the first 1 and 4. Now you interchange 4 and 1, 5 and 1, 6 and 1. That means now it will be B cross A. That means you have 4, 5, 6. You have 4, 5, 6. Right? You have 4, 5, 6 cross 1, 2, 3. Now you can write it on your own. That means I'll start from here. 4, 1, 4, 2, and then 4, 3, and then you have your उसके बाद है 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 3, and then you have your 6, 1, then you have your 6, 2, then you have your 6, 3, ऐसे करके लिखना है। जो पहले x कोऑर्डिनेट था वो y कोऑर्डिनेट बन गया, जो y कोऑर्डिनेट था वो अब x कोऑर्डिनेट बन गया। Which was the earlier the x coordinate became the y coordinate, which was the y coordinate became the x coordinate. Fine. Now, in this inverse relation, you will see that, see the domain, now the domain and range will change. See, domain here, now domain of R inverse will be now 4, 5, 6. उलट जाएगा. It will interchange. And range of the relation R inverse is nothing but 1, 2, 3. This is the way it changes. This is the inverse relation. And if I want to write, see, inverse relation, see, in this case, you see, this here, take any component, take any one of them, किसी एक को ले लो, A, B अगर ये है, तो ये यहाँ पे क्या बन गया? बी ए, देखा जो यहाँ पे व्हाट वाज हियर एज ए बी हैज नाउ बीन कन्वर्टेड टू बी ए इन द इनवर्स रिलेशन. So the inverse relation is nothing but just the opposite of that. So R inverse is all those BA such that AB belongs to this relation. That's the idea. This is the idea of inverse relation. Now the next relation is the identity relation. The next is the identity relation. Next is identity relation. Identity relation. Identity relation. Relation. I'm not giving you the definition, I'm making you understand with an example. Because suppose I have a set A, 1, 2, 3. I want to write the identity relation, I want to write the identity relation on this set A. So it will be nothing but 1, 1, 2, 2, and 3, 3. 3, 3. That is whatever elements you have here, you repeat the both the x and the y axis must be same. And remember, this is not an identity relation. This, if I write like this, 1, 1 and 2, 2, then this is not identity. This is not an identity, as 3, 3 is not there, is not there, is not there. So देखो, अगर कोई ए है तो जितने भी एलिमेंट है वो ए के फॉर्म में रहेंगे. अगर कोई भी छूट गया तो वो आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन नहीं बनेगा. दैट्स द पॉइंट. नाउ अगर मैं इसको ऐसे लिखना चाहूँ, आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन देखो कैसे बनता है किसी भी सब सेट के लिए. उसका जो फॉर्मेट होगा ए होगा, हाँ, और सच दैट ए बिलोंग्स टू दिस ए. तो ये होता है आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन. अगर कोई भी छूट जाए ये होगा, ये नहीं होगा. Now with this identity and this, let us come to some other relation known as the void universal relation. एक और universal relation देखते हैं. Let us see universal relation. Universal relation. In universal relation, what you have, suppose I have a set A. I have given you, listen one thing, let me write down. Very, very important one. Relations are defined on sets. Relation are, let me write in capital, defined on sets. किसी सेट पे डिफाइन होता है, ऐसे इधर उधर डिफाइन नहीं होता. Let me take the set A2 3. Let me take a relation. Let me write the relation in this way. Let me write the relation. ये के नहीं है, आ रहा है, थोड़ा सा स्क्रिप्ट आ रही है. Such that A comma B, ऐसे लिखना है, such that the modulus of A minus B is always greater than or equal to 0. देखो कैसे आएगा. तो R में क्या क्या आएंगे, देखो ये आएगा 1 1, because 1 minus 1 is 0. Then this will be 1 2, ये भी आएगा, 1 3 भी आएगा, राइट. तो देखो क्रॉस रफ मैंने तो कर लो, ऐसे लिख लो 1 2 3 क्रॉस 1 2 3. तो 1 1 भी आया, 1 2 भी आया, और 1 3 भी आया. अब आएगा 2 1. नाउ 2 1 will come, 2 2 will come, 2 3 will come, and 3 1 will come. Because if you subtract, or if you take the A and this is B, this is your A and this is your B. If you do the subtraction and you take the modular, you get a positive value or you get a 0 value. So this is 3 2, ये भी आएगा, इसमें 3 3 भी आएगा. तो देखो सारे एलिमेंट्स बने, नथिंग, every element, I should say, universal relation का मतलब है every element is related to all other elements, as well as itself, as well as as well as itself. तो यहाँ पे देखो itself, let me rewrite itself, ठीक है। तो व्हाट आई सी इज दिस कि यहाँ पे कोई भी एलिमेंट लो, कोई भी एलिमेंट इनका ले लो, कोई भी दो एलिमेंट, और उनका इस रिलेशन के हिसाब से करके देखो, वो तो या तो जीरो आएगा या तो जीरो से बड़ा आएगा। सो सारे एलिमेंट्स आ गए, ये सारे एलिमेंट्स के लिए पॉसिबल हो गया, तो ये रिलेशन क्या बन गया, यूनिवर्सल। अगर मैंने यहाँ पे अगर मैंने थोड़ा सा चेंज किया होता, आई मीन टू से इसी एग्जाम्पल में मैंने थोड़ा सा चेंज कर दिया होता, मतलब यहाँ पे मैंने क्या लिखा है, यहाँ पे मैंने क्या लिखा है, ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू जीरो लिखा है ना। अगर इसको मैं थोड़ा सा रिलेशन का नाम अलग देके, रिलेशन का नाम अलग R1 दे दूं और ऐसे लिख दूं ए बी ए माइनस बी ग्रेटर देन जीरो, तो जो जीरो जीरो वाले ये वाले एलिमेंट नहीं आएंगे, वन वन नहीं आएगा, वन वन विल नॉट कम, टू टू वोंट कम, थ्री थ्री वोंट कम। So this is not a universal relation. This is not universal relation. This is not universal. They will not come. This won't come be here because equal to zero is not there. Equal to zero is not there. So this is not universal relation. Universal relation. This is not universal relation. That's the point. Now after universal relation comes the void relation. जहाँ पे जो void relation या null relation, void, just a minute, void relation, void relation, void relation, void relation oblique null relation, void relation, null relation। देखो void relation क्या होता है, what is void relation? void relation होता है, अगर मैंने कोई सेट लिया ए, मैंने हर समय बोला relations are always defined on set। let me take the same thing, now take me a relation, let me take a relation, I make a relation a comma b such that a minus b mod is less than 0। that is never possible। this thing is, the modulus value is always positive, modulus value हर समय पॉजिटिव होता है और ये नेगेटिव दिखा रहा है, कभी भी नहीं पॉसिबल है। तो यहाँ पे जो रिलेशन है r, ये हो जाएगा 5 के बराबर। ये है नल रिलेशन का एग्जांपल। वॉइड रिलेशन किसी के साथ किसी का भी, नो एलिमेंट कैन is related to, let me write down, no element is related to any other element, no element is related to any other element। or if I change the thing, that is, let me make it a little bit change, r is, let's call it r1 here for this discussion, ab such that a minus b mod is less than equal to 0, then this is not a void relation, this is not void, why? See, in this r1 at least you will get 1 1 because of this equal to 0 symbol, you will get 2 2 and you will get 3 3 in this case। Reflexive relation, just a minute, yes, reflexive relation, you need to be have a set A, relations are always defined on a set A, let me call it whatever the set may be, this is a set A having elements in it, let's say from A1 A2 up to AN। now the relation R, reflexive relation R, will be of the form A comma A, and this must be there, and this A comma B format may come or may not come, this A comma B may come or may not come, such that A comma B both belong to C, let me write A1 A2, AB means, I mean to say, A is A1 and B is A2, or B is some other, or B is some other one of these from A। so that means if I take an example, 1 2 3, if I take this as an example, the reflexive relation will be, see, 1 1 must come, 2 2 must come, 3 3 must come, and then 1 2 may come or may not come, this 2 3 may come, may not come, this may, and these two may or may not come, May or may not come. One of these may or may not come, whatever may or may not come. May not be the present. Be present. Be present. Now, this is the format of a reflexive relation. Let me write one more relation for you like this. This is 1, 1, and I write 3, 3, and I write 1, 2. This one is not. Sorry, just a minute. This one is not a reflexive relation. The reason being 2, 2 is not present here. 2, 2, let's call it R1. It does not belong to R1 this way. So R1. So this is not a reflexive relation. This one is a reflexive relation. Now, how many reflexive relations will you get if there are a number of n elements are there? See, you will have the relation of the form A1, A1, A2, A2, up to so and so forth. You will have AN, AN. They will come always. These will come always. How many of them are there? They are the how many of them are there? There are n in numbers. There are n in numbers. Now, these relations are basically from A cross A. They have been made by A cross A. So the total number of relations are the these are n square. Total cardinality of A cross A is nothing but n square. Cardinality is n square. A cross A's cardinality is n square. So this type may come, may not come. A1, A2, A2, A1, or A1, A3. They may come. This type may come or may not come. So there are two possibilities in this case. May come, may come, may not come, may not come. So what you have, see, the total is n square and this much is n. So the remaining is n square minus n. So they will always come. So the total number of reflexive relation is, see, so the total number of reflexive relations. So total number of a reflexive relation, relation is, this is all one type. How many of them? 1 to the power of n into, they may come, may not come, two possible cases, and this is n square minus n, and sorry, this is n square minus n, that is n square minus n, which is nothing but 2, n common, n minus 1. I hope you have understood how many such relations will be there. Now, see one thing. This was my reflexive relation. Now we will come down to, now let me make you understand in Hindi also. Wait. देखो यहाँ पे रिफ्लेक्सिव रिलेशन में ए में n एलिमेंट्स है. इसमें ए टाइप के आएंगे, मतलब A1, A1, A2, A2, और या ऐसे भी आ सकता है A1, A2, A1, A3. B जो है इनमें से कोई एक एलिमेंट है, इनमें से कोई अदर देन, अगर मैंने A को A1 लिया है तो B A1 छोड़ के बाकी वाले होंगे, कोई भी हो सकता है. सो मैंने अगर A एक सेट लिया है 1, 2, 3, तो कैसे आएगा? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2 आ भी सकता है, नहीं भी आ सकता है. 2, 3 आ भी सकता है, नहीं भी आ सकता है. ये दोनों में कोई ना आ सकता है, आ भी सकते हैं, नहीं भी आ सकते हैं. अब एक और रिलेशन लो, 1, 1, एक सेकंड, यहाँ पे एक कॉमा आएगा. अब 1, 1, यहाँ पे एक कॉमा आएगा. हाँ, यस, 1, 1 है, 3, 3 है, 1, 2 है, परंतु ये रिलेशन नहीं है, रिफ्लेक्सिव रिलेशन नहीं है. क्यों? यहाँ पे देखो 2, 2 नहीं है, 2, 2 नहीं है. तो अब देखो टोटल नंबर ऑफ रिलेशंस के लिए, देखो A1, A1 आएगा, A2, A2 आएगा, कितने होंगे ऐसे? n. टोटल कार्डिनलिटी ऑफ A क्रॉस A, बिकॉज ये जो बनता है ना, ये जो बना हुआ है एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट वाई कोऑर्डिनेट बना हुआ है बेसिकली, ये जो रिलेशन है ना, ये A क्रॉस A के सबसेट का है. ये जो रिलेशन है ना, ये जो रिलेशन देख रहे हो, ये वाला रिलेशन जो है, दिस रिलेशन इज नथिंग बट, सी, दिस रिलेशन इज नथिंग बट अस, let me call it this as R1 and this as R2, then that would be better. This is basically comes from A cross A. A cross A जैसे मैंने पहले बताया था पिछली वीडियो में, यहाँ पे मैंने यहाँ पे बताया था, ये देखो, I have shown you here that this comes out from this. Wait a minute. This comes out in the form of A B. You have two A and B cross A like this. You have A cross B and B cross A type, जो मैंने पहले बताया था. यहाँ पे देखो, अब यहाँ पे देखो, ये जो है A क्रॉस A इस टाइप का आया. अब आओ, नेक्स्ट है इररिफ्लेक्सिव रिलेशन. Irreflexive is not, it is irreflexive relation, irreflexive, reflexive relation, relation. It is an irreflexive relation. Now, this is suppose I have this A set. I have a set A. Again, having A1 up to AN elements, whatever may be the so. Acha. Now, I have a set S, which is a subset of A cross S. Matlab A cross, I mean, A cross A, you know how to make it. You know how to make it. Take any subset of that, S. Now, if the identity कैसे होगा देखने में, how the identity will look like, A1 A1 A2 A2 A3 A3 A4 A4 AN, nothing other than that. Intersection S with this is null, then it is an irreflexive relation. Then irreflexive. Then ये बहुत important point है. This is the most important point. Then S is irreflexive, irreflexive, irreflexive relation. Now, let me give you an example. Let me take A as example. Let me take A as 1, 2, 3. I have taken 1, 2, 3. Now I have taken S as suppose 1, 1. I have taken 1, 2. I have taken 1, 3. And I have taken, say, so this is this. Now, see, if I, now suppose I have taken like this. Now, intersection of this, S intersection I will give me nothing but 1, 1. So, this is not equal to 5. So, S is not reflexive, not reflexive. Not irreflexive, irreflexive, irreflexive. Now let me take another example in this. Let me take, instead of calling it S, let me call it now S1 and make a relation like this, 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3. In this case, no, let me take 1, 1, 2, 2. Only this much. I'll tell you what's the thing, what's the reason. Now S intersection I will give me 1, 1, 2, 2. This will give me 1, 1 and 2, 2, which is not equal to 5. So S is not irreflexive. Irreflexive. Reflexive is not irreflexive. And also not identity. Also not identity because or you say as 3 cross 3, 3 comma 3 doesn't belong to S. So it is neither this. So what type will make? See, suppose I take S equal to, sorry, if I take S equal to 1, 3 or maybe 2, 3 or maybe 3, 1, whatever I want. Now I do S intersection I will get 5. So this is, so S now S is irreflexive, irreflexive relation. Now, how many irreflexive relations will you get? How many of them? Now again you know that A cross A is, the cardinality of A cross A is n square. Now these A1, A2, A2 must not come till AN. They must not come. Must not be there. Must not come in the relation. So crossed. These are all crossed. How many of them are? N. Now what is left? What is now left out of this? The total is, this type may come A1, A2, something like the remaining n minus 1, whatever type. So these are, the total is n square. This much is n, and this much is n square minus n. This much is n square minus n. So again, the total number of reflexive is total number of irreflexive total number of irreflexive is C. Now this may come or this may not come. So 2 to the power of n square minus n. This is also 2n n minus 1. This is again this. Now uh, let us see the symmetric relation. This is a very, very important relation again. A symmetric relation. A symmetric relation. Symmetric, symmetric, symmetric relation. Relation. Now in this set, I will have A equal to some A1, A2, AN. Then symmetric means the relation R will be such that if AB belongs here, then BA also must belong here only. Both should be here. AB and BA must belong to this. That means belong to this. Must be here such that A comma B both belong to A. There are some different elements. The A and B, whatever this is actually the repeat of, this was the x coordinate and this was the y coordinate. Now this will be the y coordinate and this will be the x coordinate. That's the idea. मैंने जो पहले x था, जो xy था, वो बन जाएगा yx, और ये दोनों ही रहने चाहिए यहाँ पे, दोनों ही रहने चाहिए. तो कैसे होगा? How to do it? Let me take an example and make you understand. Suppose I have 1, 2 and 3. तो रिफ्लेक्सिव ये सिमेट्रिक रिलेशन में अगर 1 2 है, if 1 2 is there in the symmetric relation, 1 2 is there, then 2 1 must be there, must be. This is a must case. Now similarly, if I take a relation like this, R1, and I write 1 2 1 3, then this isn't, because this is not, this is because 2 1 is not present here. 2 1 doesn't belong to R1, or you can say 3 1 doesn't belong to R1, any possibility. Now the point is, now this can also be there, this can also come. Now the question will be that 1 1 is possible or not. See, I'm taking R2, sorry. Now suppose 1 1 is here, 1 2 is here, then 2 1 must be there. Otherwise it is not. This is okay, because 1 2 2 1 1 1 may come, may not come is not the criteria for me. May come, may not come. Let's take R3. Now here we have 1 1 1 1 2 and 2 3. Again this is not, because why? 1 2 doesn't belong to R3, and also 2 3 does not belong to the relation R3. So this is also not a symmetric relation. So total number of symmetric relations sorry, total number of symmetric relations, total number of symmetric relation, total number of symmetric relation, total number of symmetric relation, some total number of symmetric relation, total number of symmetric relation is C. You may have A1 may come or may not come, two ways, up to AN, and then if, now the point is here, which is very, very important. This is the important most point. If A1 A2 comes, then A2 A1 must come, otherwise it is not a symmetric relation. If AN minus 1 comes, then AN minus 1 and AN must be there. This pair must be together and they will be counted as 1. These now pairs will be counted as 1. They may come, they may not come. There are two possibilities. This is total n. Again, your cardinality of A cross A is nothing but n square. Now the whole thing is n square. Now this is, how much is this? This is nothing but n square minus n. Now the possibility is that these two would be counted as 1. These two would be counted as 1. So now you have two ways for this. So this is now 2 to the power of n from the upper portion. And from here, you have these two will both to come together. Either they both will come together, they both won't come together. Is 2n square minus n. And listen, this is going to be halved because these two are considered as 1. So this will be halved. These two will be considered as 1. This 2 will be considered as 1. This 2 will be considered as 1. So this 2 will come here to half it out because we'll have only one pair. So this is 2 to the power of n square minus n by 2. Now you have to do is that 2 to the power of n plus you have n square minus n by 2. Take the LCM on the powers. 2n plus n square minus n by 2. So you have 2 to the power of n square plus n by 2, and this is nothing but wait, this is nothing but 2 to the power of, you take n common, n plus 1 by 2, and already I've told you, already this is basically summation n, because summation n is 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n terms, and this is nothing but n into n plus 1 by 2. Asymmetric relation, asymmetric relation, as symmetric relation, symmetric relation, or not symmetric relation. They're one and the same word. Not symmetric relation, not symmetric relation. That means, what I mean to say is that if A is a set having elements A1 up to AN, the cardinality of A up to cardinality of A is n, and A cross A is nothing but n square. A square is nothing but n square. So you have your this. If A comma B, suppose, sorry, let me write this. If S is a subset of A cross A, so the situation may be like this. See, not a symmetric relation. See, this this on C, that means A comma B belong to S, should implies B comma A does not belong to S. Then this is called not symmetric relation. This is the basic idea where B is one of these A1, A2. See, so what could be the possibilities? This is the meaning of asymmetric relation. कहने का मतलब ये है, अगर नॉट सिमेट्रिक रिलेशन में ये बात है कि A1 से लेके AN तक एलिमेंट्स है, उसकी कार्डिनलिटी n है, कोई सब रिलेशन ले लीजिए, सबसेट नहीं, सब रिलेशन है ए क्रॉस ए का सब रिलेशन, अगर ए बी एस पे बिलोंग कर रहा है तो बी ए नहीं बिलोंग करना चाहिए। अगर ए बी बिलोंग नहीं कर रहा है तो अगर बी ए बिलोंग कर जाए तो भी नहीं होगा, तो भी ये नॉट सिमेट्रिक रिलेशन होगा, या दोनों ही ना बिलोंग करें। देयर आर थ्री पॉसिबिलिटीज दैट इट विल बिकम अ बी ए आल्सो डज नॉट बिलोंग टू एस, दिस बिलोंग्स बट दिस डज नॉट। देखो, कहने का मतलब ये है कि ए बी बिलोंग करे, बी ए बिलोंग ना करे, ए बी बिलोंग करे ना करे, बी ए बिलोंग करे, या दोनों ही बिलोंग ना करे। देयर आर थ्री केसेस here. Now, if this is the situation, but the basic definition is if A comma B belongs to S implies B comma A does not belong to S. This is the basic definition. ये असली definition है। अगर A B belong करे relation में तो B A belong ना करे, ये basic definition है। अब बात क्या है? The next point is total number of reflexive relation. Total number of reflexive relation. Total number of reflexive relation. देखो, the point is that let me take an example before I tell you the total number of, say I have a set A, I have 1, 2 and 3. I have a set, this is my 3. I have a set S, let me call it 1 1 1 2 2 1. This is not a, this is a symmetric relation, not a symmetric, so this will not be the case. But like this, see, this type of is not see 1 1, this is C, this is not, this is a symmetric relation. And what I am asking, ये क्या है? सिमेट्रिक रिलेशन है, परंतु मैं मांग क्या रहा हूं? नॉट सिमेट्रिक। तो नॉट सिमेट्रिक तो ये हुआ नहीं। लेट्स टेक अनदर वन, 1 2 लिया, 2 3 लिया, तो दिस इज पॉसिबल, दिस इज नॉट सिमेट्रिक। मुझे नॉट सिमेट्रिक ढूंढना है, आई हैव टू फाइंड नॉट सिमेट्रिक, आई हैव टू फाइंड नॉट सिमेट्रिक। ये क्या है? ये सिमेट्रिक है, ये सिमेट्रिक है। और व्हाट आई हैव टू फाइंड, I have to find this, not this. That's the point. Now suppose let's call it S1, S2, S3. S3 अगर ऐसा हो कि 2 3 है और कुछ भी नहीं है, so this is also not symmetric, not symmetric. अब S3, इसको S3 लेना था ना, मैं सॉरी, this was S3, sorry, this was S3. Now, this is the way I'm talking about. Not symmetric. The basic idea is, I'm giving you the final basic idea. If 1, 2 is there, 3, 2 is there, but you see, this is not symmetric. Not symmetric. This is not symmetric. Not symmetric. Why? Why this is not symmetric? Because 2, 1, 2, 1 does not belong to S4. 2, 3 doesn't belong to S4. S4. Either, if even in this case, see, it's not symmetric. Why? Because 3, 2, this is not symmetric. Fine. See, this is not symmetric. This is not symmetric. Not symmetric relation. That means because 2, 1 is not there and 2, 3 is also not there. Anyone if it's not there, then that would do. Now the total number, I was talking about the total number of reflexive relations. Now see one thing. Now see one thing here. Here is that you have A1 type. This you will not have AN type. This will not come at all. These are any numbers. They will not come at all. These are any numbers. Any numbers, and they will not come. The remaining is a pair. Basically, they are pairs actually. A1, A2, A2, A1. They are in pairs. They are in pairs. An minus 1 An, and then you have An minus. Then you have An comma An minus 1. These are pairs, and they will be considered as 1. They will be considered as 1 1. So total number is n square minus n by 2. नाउ आई हैव टोल्ड यू वन थिंग. देखो इन दोनों को एक ही माना जाएगा. पेयर है ना ये. दे आर पेयर्स एंड दिस दे वोंट कम. नाउ सी what will happen is, now see, now you have these three possibilities. Can you see this? Let me copy these three cases from here. Let me copy these three cases from here. Let me rewrite. Yes, let me copy these three cases from here. These are your three cases which will be now important for counting the number of. See, let me write it here. Let me write it somewhere here. Here. Let me drag it here. Yes. Let me drag it here. Now you've got three cases. These three cases. These three cases you will have. Wait. Here. Yes. Here you will have these three cases. 1, 2, and these three cases. Let me draw the line here. This one case, two case, three case. So now the total number of cases will be 3 to the power of n square minus n by 2. This won't come. These guys won't come. So this will be 3 to the power of n minus 1 by 2. And this is nothing but 3 summation n minus 1. Just do one thing. In this where I showed you, wait, where I showed you this. Just a minute. I don't know why it is not scrolling. Yes. Just put in place of n, you put n minus 1. n के जगह पे n के जगह पे n minus 1 put कर दो. n minus 1 you put, this will become n, this quantity will become n, this quantity will become n, and this will become n minus 2. So this is the way it is. Now, therefore, the total number of relations are, let me rewrite the, see, I've already given you the calculation. I already calculation दे चुका हूँ. ये है total number of ये वाला है total number of not symmetric relation. Total number of not symmetric relation. Let me copy this from here and let me write it here. Total number of this is the total number of not symmetric relation. Not symmetric relation. This is what it is. As antisymmetric relation, A and B belongs to S. A and B belongs to S, and B and A belongs to S. The ordered pairs, that this should imply A equal to B. Now there is a set A with n elements. Cardinality of A is n, as you can see, and A cross A is also n square. Now let us take a set A. A is 1, 2, 3. S1 is 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. A, B, B, A, 1, 1 is here. A equal to B is coming. and A equal to B is here. The both are anti-symmetric relation. Now we need to find some. I'll do more examples on this. Don't worry. Total number of anti-symmetric relation. Now the first case is, see, this type of elements can come. Wait, these type of elements. Let me write total number of anti-symmetric, symmetric, anti-symmetric, symmetric relation, anti-symmetric relation. Total number of anti-symmetric relation, right? If it is total number of anti-symmetric relation, then we can have this type of elements A1, A1, we can have A2, A2, and up to so on and so forth, AN, AN. Now they may come, may not come, this N element, this N. Now you already know from here, this is anti-symmetric. Let me write this anti-symmetric, right? Now already we know the cardinality of A is n and cardinality of A cross A is n square. So now this is n, the total is n square, the total is n square. Now the remaining is C. The ordered pair will come like this. C, this way it may come, this way. See, there are three ways of doing the thing. See, let me write it here. A1, A2 doesn't belong to S, implies A2, A1 doesn't belong to S, doesn't belong to, this belongs to S. Let it be, this belongs to S, this belongs to S, and A2, A1 doesn't belong to S. Number one case. Now this is A2, A1, A2, A1 belongs to S, but A1, A2 doesn't belong to S, or both the cases, that is A1, A2 doesn't belong to S, and let me write it here, and not implies. Let me rub all this. Let me write here, and that would be a better option. Uh, and this A2, A1 doesn't belong to S. Both three cases. Now see, whenever I take A1, A2, or except A2, A1, they will always come in one pair. They will be considered as one. Similarly, wait a minute. Similarly, if I take, just a minute, if I take up to an minus 1, this will also come in two pairs. It is an minus 1 and an. This will also come in two pairs. Wait, let me rub and rewrite this portion. I'm talking about the last an minus 1, an minus 1, and an minus 1, an. These two will come in pairs. They will all come in pairs. They will be considered as 1. This will be considered as 1. Now this will be n square minus n by 2. Now they may come, they may not come. They may come. There are three possibilities. Either these three possibilities are there. So the total number of cases is 2 to the power of n. This comes from this. 2 to the power of may come, may not come. And there are three possibilities here because of this. So into 3 to the power of n square minus n by 2. So what you have is 2 to the power of n into 3 to the power of n into n minus 1 by 2. This is n minus, this is nothing but 2 to the power of n, 3 to the power of summation n minus 1. Now what is a transitive relation? Let's see what is a transitive relation, and then we will go to this. We will go to this all stuff. That will be easier for you to understand things better. Now see, now transitive relation means, transitive, the transitive relation is that, see, you have A comma B belongs to, for a set A. Always relations are defined for a set. Let's write for a set A comma B belongs to the relation, and B comma C belongs to the relation, say S, where, okay, and implies A comma B belongs to S, where S is a subset of A cross A is a total relation subset, may be equal to, may not be equal to. This is. Now the thing is that we are going to briefly discuss all the properties of the relation. You can see properties of relation. A binary relation or relation I showed, R is there. I took S, now it is here R, no problem. we define the following. R is reflexive, as I told, A comma A should be there. If and only ABA implies BA is also there. Transitive AB and BC, that means AC is there, that's what I told. Asymmetric AB and BA, AB belongs to this, but BA does not belong. This means does not belong. This means does not belong. This means it does not belong. Right? Just a minute. Does not belong. Right? So let me clear it a little bit for you guys. Does not belong. Right? Now, antisymmetric means A, B and BA belongs implies A equal to B. Irreflexive means this is also the same stuff. A comma A does not belong. We'll revise with this. Wait, I'll repeat the whole thing. Uh, so now you can see, I'll re-explain the whole thing. Wait, let me fix this a little bit. Yes, now see. R is reflexive. Reflexive means A comma A must be there, and AB can come. AB AB can come. Uh, every identity is reflexive, but not the converse. Every identity. Let me write down here for you. Let me write down from here. Let me write down every identity is reflexive, but not converse, but not otherwise, but not converse. Now see, the reflexive जो आइडेंटिटी है वो रिफ्लेक्सिव जरूर है, परंतु रिफ्लेक्सिव जो है आइडेंटिटी नहीं है. रिफ्लेक्सिव में ए फॉर्मेट आना चाहिए ही चाहिए. ये ए फॉर्मेट आएगा ही आएगा. नेक्स्ट इज सिमेट्रिक. ए बी है तो बी ए बी होना चाहिए. ट्रांजिटिव जो मैंने बोला था ए बी बी सी शुड गिव मी ए सी देगा. एसिमेट्रिक में क्या होता है? नॉट सिमेट्रिक. ए बी होगा परंतु बी ए नहीं होगा. एंटीसिमेट्रिक में ए बी भी होगा, बी ए भी होगा एंड ए इक्वल टू बी. इररिफ्लेक्सिव में क्या होगा? मैंने बताया था जो सेट आर है इसके साथ मैंने बताया था आर इंटरसेक्शन आइडेंटिटी शुड गिव मी फाई, देन आर इज इररिफ्लेक्सिव, देन आर इज इररिफ्लेक्सिव. वहां पे मैंने एस लिया था. नाउ लेट मी रिपीट इन इंग्लिश. What I have taken is I have taken the relation S there. Now R is reflexive means A comma A can be there. A comma A must be there. A comma A must be there. AB may happen, may not happen. See, let me write AB may or may not be there. May not, but belong to R. Here it is R, so I'm writing R. Now symmetric that I just now told you, AB belongs to R, then BA should belong to R. Now similarly, R is transitive. That means I told you AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, implies AC belongs to asymmetric. Asymmetric means not symmetric. AB belongs to R, but BA does not belong to R. BA does not belong to R. You can see here, not does not belongs to R. R is asymmetric if A and B belongs, then AB belongs to R, and this is and symbol, and BA belongs to R implies A equal to B. Then R is irreflexive if and only if A belongs to does not belong to R. That means R intersection identity should give me null. I give you an example. Let's do these two problems and understand this thing far better. Let me take set A 1, 2, 3. Now this is the relation R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, and R6. Now A cross A is nothing but 1, 1. Then I should say 1, 2, 1, 3. Then 2, 1. Then 2, 2, 2, 3. Actually, this is what it is: 3, 1, 3, 2, and 3, 3. This is what it is all about. I'm writing in small. It's a little small. Can't help because I'll fix it because A cross A is this. Now they're asking which of them is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. See, the first one you can see 1, 1 is there, 2, 2 is there, 3, 3 is there. I told you every identity relation is reflexive. So this is reflexive. C means yes. C means yes. X means no. X means no. Now symmetric, yes. Symmetric it is. A, B, and BA is also here. That way this is symmetric. And this is R1. I'm talking about R1. This is the R1 relation. I'm talking about R1 relation here. Now transitive, yes. This is now you will say how it is AB, BC is not there. Now I'll give you the reason. See, in transitive, one more factor comes into play. AB belongs to R, phi belongs to R. This will behave like BC implies AB belongs to R. This is another way of thinking transitive. This is another way of thinking where phi is also a relation, belongs to R. So that's why this 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 also transitive. Now let's, I think I make you understand. Listen again. Reflexive, fine. Every identity is reflexive. Therefore, this is there. Now symmetric, AB and BA. AB is there. You can take it this way. AB is there. R1 is symmetric. Okay. AB, BA, both are here. AB, BA, both are here. Fine. Now the transitive part, because of this, AB belongs to R, phi belongs to R implies AB belongs to R. Because you're taking a BC, in place of BC you're taking phi. मतलब 1 1 है, 2 2 है, 3 3 है. अब देखो ये रिफ्लेक्सिव तो है क्योंकि आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन इज ऑलवेज रिफ्लेक्सिव. दूसरी बात है ये सिमेट्रिक क्यों है. ए बी एंड बी ए बी भी यही है, बी ए भी यही है. सो दिस इज सिमेट्रिक. अब ट्रांजिटिव क्यों है. 1 1 है और दूसरा तो कुछ है नहीं, तो 1 1 इसको मानो, 1 1 इसको मानो. यू कंसिडर इसको. एक सेकेंड, जस्ट अ मिनट, एक मिनट. हाँ, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. 1 1 तुम मानो इधर, 1 1 मानो. 1 1 लो, मैं इसकी बात कर रहा हूं. 1 1 लो आर में, R1 में. फाइ लो R1 में, फाइ लो R1 में. एक सेकेंड, लेट मी रब दिस हियर, let me rub this. Yes, phi लो R1 में. By this rule, by this rule, 1 1 belongs to R1, so this is transitive also. Let's come to the second picture, R2. Let's rub all this now. This is rubbed, this part is rubbed. Now we are taking R2. R2, we have 1 1 1 2. This isn't reflexive because 2 2 is not there, 3 3 is not there. See, the reason is given here. Now you can see it is not symmetric also. 1 2 2 1 is not there. R2 is not symmetric. R2 is not symmetric because it is a cross here. R2, what to write? Let me write it here. R2, see, for R2 is not symmetric, I'll write the straight cut. See, I'll write 1 2 1 2 belongs to R2, but 2 1 does not belong to R2. So that's the reason does not belong to R2. Let me rewrite. Does not belong to R2. Does not belong to R2. That's why it's not symmetric. The symmetric part is also over for R2. Now transitive. See, 1 1. Okay, fine. 1 1, the same concept. Phi, you take 1 2 and phi, and you take 1 3 and phi, you will get this. मतलब 1 1 तो है, 2 2 नहीं है, 3 3 नहीं है, तो ये रिफ्लेक्सिव नहीं हो पाया. अब ये सिमेट्रिक भी नहीं होगा. 1 2 और 2 1 नहीं है. 1 2 है परंतु 2 1 नहीं है. या ऐसे 1 3 ले लो, 3 1 भी नहीं है. अब ट्रांजिटिव क्यों है, यूजिंग इसको यूज करना पड़ेगा. 1 2 5, जो रीजन मैंने यहां दिया था वही रीजन यहाँ पे है. अच्छा, फाइ क्या है, रिफ्लेक्सिव. फाइ इज इटसेल्फ, फाइ रिफ्लेक्सिव नहीं होता है. फाइ इज नॉट रिलेटेड टू इटसेल्फ. फाइ सिमेट्रिक भी है. ये एक ये R3 जो है ना, R3 जो फाइ रिलेशन है, वो रिफ्लेक्सिव नहीं हो. ये R3, लेट्स रब ऑल दिस. लेट्स टेक दिस नाउ. वेट, लेट्स रब ऑल दिस. लेट्स टेक R3 पे डिस्कशन है. R3 क्या है, R3 फाइ है. R3 ये है. R3 रिफ्लेक्सिव नहीं है. क्यों? 1 1 2 2 3 3 नहीं है. सिमेट्रिक नहीं है. सिमेट्रिक है. क्यों? एक चीज देखो, phi belongs to R implies phi belongs to R. मतलब ये ए बी बी ए का काम कर जाएगा, इम्प्लाई, इसीलिए ये भी हो जाएगा, ट्रांजिटिव भी हो जाएगा ये फाइ का. बिकॉज ऑफ द सेम रीजन। अब R4 को देखो, R4 क्या क्या है, सब है इसमें। वन रिफ्लेक्सिव भी है, 1 1 2 2 3 3 भी है, सिमेट्रिक भी है, 1 2 का, 2 1 3 1 का, ट्रांजिटिव भी है। ये लो 2 1 2 1 1 3 इज 2 3 2 3 सब मिल जाएगा। अब R5 लो। अब लेट्स रब ऑल दिस, लेट्स रब ऑल दिस, लेट्स रब ऑल दिस, दिस। अब R5 लेते हैं। इसको रीजन को भी मैं यहीं रहने देता हूं, अभी थोड़ी देर के बाद में मिटा दूंगा। लेट्स नाउ रब दिस। अब देखो R5 पे आओ। नाउ कम टू R5. R5 has 2 2 3 3 1 1, but 1 1 is not there, so it is not reflexive. Symmetric, it is not there. 1 2 का वही रीजन है, 1 2 belongs to 1 2 तो belong करता है R5 में, belongs to R5, but 2 1 does not belong to R5 again. This is the same reason. And transitive, because of again of this concept. You take 2 2, you take 5, and then you take 2 2. 3 3, you take 5 and 1 1. And now you take now you take R6. Now R6, you can say it is not reflexive. It is not, it is not what you can call सिमेट्रिक। 2 3 का 3 2 नहीं है, 1 2 का 2 1 नहीं है, और ये ट्रांजिटिव होना चाहिए था बिकॉज ऑफ द अबव रीजन। ये ट्रांजिटिव होना चाहिए था। ये सी कर देता हूं। R6 इज नॉट, अच्छा एक सेकेंड, देखते हैं। नहीं 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 नहीं, बिल्कुल सही लिखा हुआ है, ये थोड़ा आगे पीछे लिखा हुआ है। लेट्स सी व्हाट द थिंग। ये देखो 1 2 बिलोंग कर रहा है। ये मैं R6 की बात करता हूँ ना। लेट मी टॉक अबाउट R6 नाउ। सी द फन, इट्स एग्जैक्टली राइट। 1 2 बिलोंग्स टू R6, 2 3 belongs to R6. This should give me, but 1 3 does not belong to R6. That's right. So this is not transitive. I'm talking about this R6. I hope you have understood this. Copy down. I hope you'll pause the video and copy. समझ में आया? मैं फिर से रिपीट कर देता हूँ। देखो R1 क्या है, रिफ्लेक्सिव है, सिमेट्रिक भी है, ट्रांजिटिव भी है इस रूल से। R2 क्या है, सिमेट्रिक नहीं है, ये तुम्हारा ट्रांजिट सिमेट्रिक नहीं है, रिफ्लेक्सिव नहीं है, परंतु ट्रांजिटिव है इस रूल से। अगेन R3 रिफ्लेक्सिव नहीं हो सकता, सिमेट्रिक इस रूल से होता है, सिमेट्रिक इस रूल से होता है R3। ये R3 के लिए मैंने लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे R3। और ये ट्रांजिटिव तो होगा, 5 इज ऑलवेज ट्रांजिटिव। R3 का हो गया। R4 तो पूरा ही है, तो सब कुछ ही होगा। R5 में 2 2 है, 3 3 है, 1 2 है। ये रिफ्लेक्सिव नहीं है बिकॉज 1 1 नहीं है, और ये सिमेट्रिक नहीं है, 1 2 का 2 3 नहीं है, परंतु ये ट्रांजिटिव जरूर है बिकॉज ऑफ दिस रूल। नाउ कम टू द R6। तो ये रिफ्लेक्सिव नहीं है क्योंकि 1 1 2 2 नहीं है। 2 3 का 2 3 का 2 3 का 2 3 का बिलोंगिंग टू R6। मेरे पास 3 2 नहीं है, मेरे पास R6 में 3 2 नहीं है, 3 2 नहीं है, 3 2 डजंट बिलोंग। सो ये सिमेट्रिक नहीं हो पाया। अब ट्रांजिटिव का यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे मैंने रीजन दिया ट्रांजिटिव का। 1 2 तो बिलोंग कर रहा है 6 में, 2 3 बिलोंग कर रहा है 6 में, परंतु 1 3 बिलोंग नहीं कर रहा है। लेट मी क्लियर दिस एंड राइट। 1 3 बिलोंग नहीं कर रहा है R6 में, R6 में नहीं बिलोंग कर रहा है, तो दिस डज द जॉब। अब आते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे। लेट अस कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। आई होप नाउ यू हैव अंडरस्टूड अ बिट। Let it be there. Let me rub all this. Let me keep this idea down, no problem. And please note these 2 points where C means yes and X means no. Now let's come to the first example. 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 is not there, therefore it is not reflexive. Therefore R1, now R1 is here. So reflexive, we are checking in this direction for R1. R1 is not reflexive because 2 2 is not, 4 4 is not there. 4 4 is not there. 4 4 is not there in R1. So not reflexive. Symmetric, 4 3 3 4 is not there. 4 3 belongs to R1, but 3 4 3 4 3 4 3 4 is not there. Is not there in R1. So this is not symmetric. Now let's talk about irreflexive. If you do this R intersection I, it will not be identity. It will not be identity. Remember, One thing, one very important concept, let me write again here only. Just a minute, let me write somewhere here. Let me write it here. Wait, let me write it here. Here, wait, let me write it here. Something very, very important concept. The important concept is, very important concept is not symmetric, yeah, asymmetric, not symmetric, not symmetric, not symmetric, symmetric implies irreflexive, irreflexive, irreflexive. This is very important concept. Now, this is not irreflexive, so it is the other way around. This implies, this means, let me write it down. Wait, let me rub this. Let me write it down. This is a very, very important concept. I need to write it down. Wait. Now, here I am writing. Here I am writing. Wait. I am writing asymmetric. Wait. Asymmetric implies irreflexive. Irreflexive. Not irreflexive implies not implies not asymmetric means it is symmetric. Not asymmetric. Not asymmetric. Symmetric means it is what? Symmetric means this is what? Means symmetric. This is the idea. Now see this question. This is see not wait a minute. Yeah, we are discussing R1. R1 is wait, this is not asymmetric. Sorry. I made a mistake. This is not asymmetric. There is a bit confusion here. Wait. Now come to this point. Now you see this point, not irreflexive. It is not reflexive. Wait. It is not reflexive. Therefore, not reflexive means not asymmetric. So this question is also gone. Even I can make you feel like this. See, asymmetric means what? Not symmetric. Take this 4-3. The way I gave you the answer. 4-3 belongs to R1, but 3-4 doesn't belong to R1. So asymmetric implies irreflexive. Even if you do with this thing, you will get irreflexive. So these two are clear. I hope. देखो मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ इसमें 1 1 2 2 3 4 4 नहीं है 4 4 नहीं है बोलकर रिफ्लेक्सिव नहीं है reflexive it has not got reflexive because 4 4 isn't there. This is the point. Now let us talk about symmetric means you have got 4 3 but you don't have 3 4. Let me write it clearly. You have 3 4 3 but you do not have a 4 3 but you do not have 3 4. 3 4 does not belong to R1, so this is also gone. This is also correct. Wait, that is doesn't have, it is neither. That means this point has been proved. This point has now been proved. As symmetric has it is not symmetric. I just proved you. Not symmetric and asymmetric is same as not symmetric. If you see this definition, asymmetric is same as not symmetric, so it is not symmetric also. Asymmetric is same as not symmetric. Now anti-symmetric, you take anti-symmetric, you have A, B, B, C. Anti-symmetric means you have A, B, B, C, but A is not equal to B. You see 4 3, you take 4 3 3 2, but 4 is not equal to 3. You take 4 3 3 2, but 4 is not equal to 3. Let me write here 4 3. I'm writing this for this portion now. 4 3 belongs to R1, 3 2 belongs to R1, 3 2, but AB BA, even if you see this AB and BA doesn't happen to be there. So sorry. Yes, that's right. What did I say about asymmetric? Either of those three conditions are not fulfilled. See, it is this is anti-symmetric. Anti-symmetric we are talking about. See, 4 3 belongs to R1, but 3 4 does not belong to R1. This is one way of saying anti-symmetric. Now, irreflexive I proved it. Transitive. You see, 4 3 3 2, but 4 2 is not there. 4 3 3 2, but 4 3 is not there. 4 3 doesn't belong to R1 for this R1. So this all are true. You can do the remaining one. Now we will come. Now you have some problem. You can write down in my channel. I'll help you out again with this video. No problem. Now the next is, now we did about, now the total number of relations possible. Let me write down the total number of relations. Total number of relations. Suppose you have total number. Let me write down this first. Suppose you have A. Cardinality of A is n. Cardinality of B is m. And the total number of relations C. So you have the total number of relations. No, the number of relations. First number of this coordinate pairs. Coordinate pairs will be wait. The total number of relations. The total number of relation is 2 to the power of mn. This is, and number of relations which I was writing earlier. This is total number, like you have subsets, total number of possible relations, total number of ordered pairs, total number of elements. I should write total number of elements or ordered pair ordered pair is mn, m into n. This is total number of ordered pairs. Now come to the most important thing that I was thinking about is your equivalence relation. For this valence relation. Oh, wait a minute. Just a minute. I made a mistake. Equivalence relation. Relation. The relation, suppose any relation R is given. Suppose a relation R is given. I need to show that this is, first I need to show it is reflexive. Then I need to show it is symmetric. Then I need to show it is transitive. I'm not doing it here. This is actually in your next semester, in semester 2. But because I have to introduce function, I'm telling you all this. The reflexive, symmetric and transitive, then it is an equivalence relation. If any one of them fail, then it is not an equivalence relationship. Then it is not a equivalence relation. Now we will come to relation. Okay.